Here are the 5 things that new Etsy sellers need to know and to avoid. The very first thing is going after multiple niches. Now, I'm not saying that strategy can't work for some, but what I will say is if you're looking to build a business, definitely not good advice. All right? Because here's the deal. When we're building a business, we want to get a customer, and we want that customer to buy more than one thing, not some random stuff like at a thrift store or at a t-shirt shop along Boardwalk. We want them to come into our shop. We want them to shop around. We want them to put more things into their cart that are related to what they just purchased. And we want to build a customer base. That's really what we're trying to do here. We're building a real, legitimate business. We're also thinking outside of Etsy. If we want to build a Shopify store, we can do that. If we want to sell on Amazon, we can do that. We can go to other platforms. We want to be able to build a brand. And that's what we've always been focusing on. So that, to me, selling in multiple niches is just going to make it really, really scattered and hard to build a good, solid brand with repeat customers. The second thing that I've been seeing that is bad advice out there is that you should just copy the best-selling products, the designs, and just copy them. And in some cases, I've even heard people say, even if they're trademarked, don't worry about it. No one's going to catch you. Even though Taylor Swift has already, went after people, or her team did, and, I think shut people down. And I think there was another couple of cases where people got sued. There was a lawsuit, all kinds of things. Do you want to be part of that? I don't. So copying trademarked or non-trademarked, just something that's selling, and doing that just because it's selling, and don't care about if it goes with your niche or if it's going to help your brand. You don't care. You're just looking at it and going, well, this person said that this tumbler is selling with this design. I'm just going to put that in my store too. What's next? All right. So that's the second thing. The third thing is you got to launch a whole bunch of products, tons of products, thousands of products. Do 3 to 5 a day if you can. The more products, the better. And this is bad advice because of this. Do you think your quality is going to be good? Probably not. So then what's going to happen? Even if someone stumbles across your listing, are you going to sell? Probably not, because the thumbnail is probably awful. The design is probably awful, and no one's going to buy it. So here you are doing all of this work because you're told, I got to launch a whole bunch of products. I got to get them in there. That's how Etsy's going to see me. No, Etsy's going to see you because you have good products with good support, and you have good sales velocity. And how do you get that? By having good products and having products that have demand. Okay. And then build your business, build your brand around that. So that's number 3. Number 4, focus on those hidden secret keywords, the SEO stuff. No, there's no hidden keywords that haven't been found. They're already found. Okay. And here's the deal. Even if you found that keyword that no one else is using, guess what? There's probably a reason, because no one else is using it either. You want to use keywords, there's probably going to be a handful. There might be 5 to 10 keywords that are going to drive all of your traffic. And you're not going to find those hidden secret keywords. And that's what the Etsy guru, some of them out there, are telling people to do. Yeah, just keep drilling and keep finding that one nugget. That way you're not going to be competing with everyone else. Not good advice. Okay. If you want to get SEO to work for you, you find good products that have good demand. You find 5 to 10 keywords that are driving a bulk of that traffic, and then you get sales. When you get sales, you're going to be showing Etsy, hey, this product is selling. They want to promote products that are selling. They want to push it up in the algorithm as well. Why? Because it's selling, and they want to get more sales just like you do. Okay. They're all about whatever gets more sales, they're going to push in the algorithm. So don't worry about finding 500 keywords or finding that one little nugget that you might have forgot or you lost. You're going to know. Look at your competition. You can look at the competition. You can go, they're selling 10 a day, 20 a day. Let me look at their title. Let me look at their tags. That's all you need to know. Because whatever's there, The only thing that's missing for you is sales. And that's what you got to get. Okay. So that is number 4. Number 5, and the last one, trying to game the Etsy algorithm or trying to game the system. And what I mean by that is these hacks. And there's one hack that I recently heard of, and I shared it here before, and that is just go ahead and duplicate your listings. That way there, number one, you have more out there, and you can now test your title, you can test your pricing, and you can play around with different things, and you can do like a little bit of a split test. Now, I did hear that Etsy actually said that you can duplicate your listings, but not for that purpose. It was more or less so you could put it in different categories. I still don't get that. Why can't Etsy just allow us to put one product into 4 different categories? I don't know. Etsy's going to charge us every time we list a product. So are they doing it because they want to make more money? They don't make a ton on their listing fee. I don't think so. I just don't know if their coder is really up to speed yet. If the coder is watching this, please, there's a way to do that. And you probably know how. Checkbox, how many categories you want this one product to go in. Pretty simple. If that's actually what's happening. But the gurus out there are telling you to do it because they want you to test different titles and your SEO stuff and your pricing, and then you're getting more data. I don't want to split the data. I want one listing, and I want all the traffic to go through it, and I'll run my tests on that. I'll run a title for 7 days, see how it did. Look at the numbers. Run a new main image for 7 days, see how it did. We'll look at the metrics. That's how we're going to do it. Okay. So I would avoid that at all costs. So there is 5 things to avoid. All right. If you're a new seller, if you're hearing this type of advice, I would run, because to me, it's all about building a brand, a sustainable brand, one that's not just dependent on Etsy either. Because as we're doing this, we can eventually take this and we can put it on our own Shopify store. We can take our customer list that we've built and we can take that with us. And all of the customer loyalty, we can take that with us. Okay. If something did happen to our Etsy account. So I would be very, very careful on who you are following. And I'm not saying we're right about everything, but what I am saying is I'm always looking at, do these different pieces of advice help someone build a brand and not just try to make a quick buck? Because that's really what I'm seeing out there. It's like how to launch this one candle and make $17,000 a month. We've all seen it. You've seen it. I've seen it. And to me, that's like playing the Etsy lottery ticket. Chances are probably won't get that to win. But if you did, guess what? It's going to probably be hard to get it to win again. And then your business is all dependent on one product. Let me know in the comments. You going to build a brand or are you going to chase products?